Hi, I'm Shay, founder and chef from Death by Burrito. I have a passion for Mexican street food. The whole idea was I wanted to make food that was so good it would kill you or you would die, essentially. This is my dish, my super healthy Paca ancho lentil and plantain burrito. Burritos can be fattening, but this is a healthy and affordable alternative. This recipe serves 4, which is perfect for friends and family. Great street food starts with great produce. The fresher the better. Here are some tips on what to look out for when buying some ingredients for this dish. Have you got any ripe plantains? So for our dish today, we're going to be using plantain. It's kind of like a banana, but you can't eat it raw. It's very common in the Caribbean and in Africa. You have unripe plantain, and then you have ripe plantain, which is what we're going to use for our dish today. Basically, you want the ones that are really soft to the touch. They're yellow or quite black on the outside, but this is perfect for what we need. Can I get some pomegranates, please? I use pomegranates a lot in a lot of my recipes. When you're shopping for pomegranates, it's really nice to try and find ones that have a good vibrant color with them. One of the key components for the dish that we're making today are dried ancho chilies, which essentially poblano chilies which have been dried. They're quite mild in flavor, and once you use them, they kind of give a slight fruity, chocolatey flavor to the dish. So I'm going to show you a special way to prepare these chilies for this dish. Let's get back to the kitchen. So first we're going to toast 2 ancho chilies. This just helps release some of the aromatics and the oils just by toasting. You'll start to get a bit of aroma as they start to cook off, and the skin will char a little bit, and just flip it over. Just need a few minutes on each side. So after you've toasted your chilies, you just want to soak them in some hot water. This will soften them and allow us to use them in the dish. So while these are soaking, we're going to prep some of the other ingredients. So to begin with, we're just going to slice 1 onion. And then we're just going to mince a few garlic cloves. Cool, so now we're going to saute the onions and the garlic with a little bit of sunflower oil. Allow these to kind of sweat down and soften up. We just keep it moving. So a medium to low heat, just nice and gentle. So these are just starting to caramelize. They're nice and soft now. To the onions, we're going to add the lentils and then 500 milliliters of cold water. Also a little pinch of salt as well. So the lentils are going to take about 20 minutes to cook. You don't want to overdo them, so they should still remain firm. And whilst they cook, they're going to absorb all the flavors of the garlic and the onions. So we're just going to let these simmer away. While these are cooking, we're going to move on to preparing the chili paste. So we've had our ancho chilies, which have been soaking for about half an hour. Take them out, deseed them. Now that they've soaked, they become really soft. You can literally just pull it apart. It doesn't matter if you get a few seeds in there, it's no big deal. In Mexican food, chilies are like a staple. In some of the moles that we make, we have 20 different types of chilies that we use. Some of them, the heat comes in quite gently and sort of builds to crescendo. Some of it punches you in the face. I love chilies, I think they're great. We're gonna add 100 grams of tomato puree, and then we blitz into a smooth paste. And I would use just a little splash of the chili water just to help mix it all together. So there we have a really nice, rich kind of chili paste. It's a nice blend. So we take our chili paste and we add it to our lentils. Just give it a stir. Basically, you want a soft bite, but you don't want it to turn into mush. If we need to, we can just add some more water as well. So we just season to taste, and then we add a few bay leaves as well, just to kind of give it a bit more flavor and some aromatics. So while these are simmering away, I'm just gonna have a quick wipe down, and then I'll show you how to fry some plantain. Basically, if it's looking black and manky, that's actually the best. It's usually quite sweet. Slice down the middle lengthways. Use your fingers and just peel the skin back. Don't worry if it looks a bit bruised, that's perfectly fine. Nice diagonal slices. 5 millimeters, half a centimeter thick. So to this dish, we'll be using 2 plantains. So again, we make the slices about half a centimeter thick. I'm just gonna heat a couple tablespoons of sunflower oil. We don't need too much. Ripe plantain cooks really quickly. Another healthy alternative to cooking plantain is actually to just roast them in the oven, in the skin. You can cook them for about 30 minutes in the skin in a high oven around 200 degrees. So they just need a few minutes each side. You just wanna get them nice and golden. So the plantain's cooked. I'm just gonna take them out of the pan. Almost ready to build our burrito. There's just one more thing to do. We're just gonna wilt some baby gem lettuce. We're just gonna cut the baby gem into eighths. Nice bit of crunch to your burrito. We can use the same pan that you fry the plantain in and just like add the lettuce. A few minutes each side. You just wanna get a little bit golden, but you don't wanna overcook it. And now we can move on to building our burrito. So just gonna take these out of here. So I've just put a fresh pan on the heat. This is basically just to warm the tortilla through, just makes it easier for us to wrap the burrito. And we take our tortilla, you just give it a couple seconds on each side. The first thing to go in, we take some of the baby gem. Then we add our lentils, and lentils are a great alternative to rice, again, high in fiber. And then we place some of our plantains in there. As a final touch, I've picked some pomegranate, so we just throw that in there as well for good measure. This is the fun part. Roll in your burrito. Get it in there. Put it in the pan. Give it a few minutes just to seal the edge and seal it all up. There you go. Nice little ancho, lentil, and plantain burrito. So the first thing you get is the sweetness of the plantain, which balances really nicely with the lentils, and you get a really mild, warm heat, but nothing offensive. It's pretty tasty. And then with the pomegranate, you're just getting these like little explosions of flavor that just like pop in your mouth, and you get beautiful crunch from the lettuce. So here you go, my ancho, lentil, and plantain burrito. Give it a go. If you want to see some more fantastic street food recipes, click the link here and check out Foodbasker's amazing oyster po' boy sandwich. And don't forget to subscribe. This recipe is from my Death by Burrito cookbook. Click on the link on the description box below to find out more.